Look at that! I am an idiot and forgot to unmute myself. That would... I've been talking for 20 minutes. My mic was muted. That is kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I was just mentioning that with a Pantheon in front, it's probably gonna be a lot harder. Alright. Well, at least I'm talking now, I guess. That will also explain why nobody answered me. Well, let's fight the worst boss in the game. Alright. Yeah. I was... What I was mentioning at the start is that I was completely unaware that you could fight Pure Vessel in the, like, Hall of Champions before beating him. Which is why I just did the Pantheon last time. I'm not looking forward to ever fighting this boss without Long Nail. And Mark of Pride. God damn it, I hate these Medusa heads. Alright, Mantis Lord, Trader Lord. Yeah, I was honestly unaware of that, so I didn't think of just learning his patterns there. Didn't expect it had to Trantor Lords. Yeah, I know better now. But on the other hand, he hits really hard and he has some annoying attacks. But after knowing his patterns, I think it should be possible to beat him even after Pantheon. Alright. Yeah, but that explains why nobody answered me. That was muted. And I even talked about the time I fought a semi-truck, or rather actually got hit by one. To be fair, he does have very much different attack patterns than Hollow Knight. Like, it is a reskin, yes, but it's a very different fight. Unlike this asshole, who is just a broken vessel with ads. And otherwise it's the exact same boss. Fucking ads. Yeah, I know. But I don't really think he's hard. I just think he's bad. Because it's basically just a reused boss but adds attached. Which is one of the laziest ways of increasing difficulty. But here, Pure Vessel compared to Hollow Knight has massively changed patterns. Which makes the reuse of the skin not that egregious, at least in my opinion. Hate those Medusa hits. Where did you go? Down there, okay. Yeah, Broken Vessel. Again, Broken Vessel itself is a good fight. But I consider Lost Kin the worst boss in the game simply because it's a reuse but with ads. Which apparently I might make some people mad with that statement. Yep. If it was just more like or longer patterns, that would be great. Like if he did like 2 charge attacks in a row, it would still be kind of not the best, making it still mostly just a reskin or a reuse, but it would be better than fucking ads. Like White Defender here is basically also the same boss, but he has some more patterns. Which makes him just superior to Lost Kin, or yeah, Lost Kin in every matter. Far enough away. Oh, I dodged into that instead of away from that. Like, I think what how you could say that is that here, Lost Kin is everything people consider wrong with Elden Ring, with all the reused bosses. He also does have a different skin, even though it's basically just they painted him white. And in the same way, while Pure Vessel, he is easy. He's not hard. He's bad. Ah, I forgot. Like this guy is also the exact same fight, but they added the shockwave. No, wait, they already had the shockwave. They just made him harder with the rocks always falling down. And with that I can live with. Because they didn't just fucking add ads. Yeah, but to be fair, this boss, I'm gonna be honest, while I think this guy is a better interpretation of a reuse than, here, Lost Kin, it's still just a reuse. This is, I feel like you could say, this is the pure definition of a filler boss. Also, I'm kind of fucking up right now. What was after him? Markov. Again, the only character in the game with the brains to actually use a shield. Alright, actually 2 shields. Which makes him even smarter. Not sure how he did that while he was still alive and not a ghost. But I'll definitely appreciate him for that. Alright, watch your night. Watcher Knight is also kind of the worst interpretation of a gank fight. Hello. Like, there are some very bad bosses in the game. And Watcher Knight honestly kind of is one of them. But he's still better than Broken Vessel because at least he's unique within the game itself. Failed to jump it. Also, is he so fat that you can't dodge through him with the shadow dash? I don't know if I'm good at Hollow Knight. I am currently at a 111% and working on the Pantheon 5. Like this guy here, Soul Tyrant, that's also basically a filler boss. Because it's just Soul Master, but they added more difficulty. So I can live with it. Hello. Ah, fuck. Well, how far are you if you play the game? And to be fair, I needed to get assistance in finding some stuff, so I wouldn't consider myself good, I don't think. Fuck. Why do I actually only have 2 legs? Now I think about it. Aren't I a bug? Shouldn't I have like 4 legs? I like my you don't take damage shield. Right? And then I took damage. Right. Second phase. Well, that's a bad position for him. Thanks. Can you just come down to the ground, please? Okay. Let's see if the training on Pure Vessel has hope. Broken Vessel, 6 lives. Yeah, don't forget to Dream Nail them. I forgot to Dream Nail them a lot. Which people had to remind me that that mechanic exists and immediately just jump into that stupid attack. Oh. Alright. Get some health back. Alright, get some health back. Fuck, jumped too late. Alright. Again. Not soul. Yeah, all of these guys at the beginning. Without going through that, he feels a lot easier. Because you don't waste time in between. Of course, just fucking jump on me. asshole. Oh well, I have time today, so I'll probably try until I beat him, even if I have to face this asshole every time. Yeah, like the dive gambling charm, I like it. Over here. Alright. Don't fall into stupid spikes. Grubfather? There is actually a kind of funny, like some funny, relics you can get or charms you can get from the groups. I hate those Medusa heads. Alright. Trader Lord. Carefree Melody is so good. I thought I had shot at that show. No Eyes is an annoying boss. Especially if you like played the original Castlevanias and got wrecked by Medusa heads all the time. Just bad memories. This is honestly probably my favorite boss. Mostly because I like the character behind it. God damn it. Goodbye. Thanks. No, wait. Soul. Right, so what was the order for failed champion? What was it? Failed champion, Markov, Watcher Knight, Soul, Tyrant. Alright, wonderful. I do like Nosk. Has a great design. He has an annoying boss fight, but the design is great. And I think the design does exactly what it sets out to do. Ow. Oh yeah, he does have a hurt box, even when he's... Haha. Shield. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it. Like, Nosk is probably one of the better designed ones. He also has a great build-up in the game. With all the corpses lying around. Alright, Markov. So Markov is always a hit and miss depending on whether he hangs out on top all day or if he actually visits us on the floor below.
Mine.
It is also kind of neat that the entrance basically says, hey, he hunts people by luring them in with what they love most, and for our character here, for the little dude, it's himself, which is kind of funny. Question is, where does Nosk get all those masks? Alright, I have another here. This is fight number 7. Deepness is definitely one of the areas of the game. Probably not my favorite. My favorite, honestly, are the Fungal Caverns and Queen's Garden. Because I really like the design of the Mantis. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Since he's basically an empty vessel. He's basically a Hollow Knight. The only annoying thing about these guys is that they're this fat. Also, that was 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. I'm getting hit a lot here. But they do give you a lot of time to just heal in between. Can you not just stop rolling? I'm gonna be honest, I do not want to die to Watcher Knight. But this should be the last one. Oh yeah, Quirrell is a nice dude. It's kinda sad to just see his sword at Blue Lake. With him gone. I dashed into them. Of course I did. Please do your charge attack. Or maybe you just loop that, that's also fine. I thought he charges. Like, this guy is kind of annoying, but he does give you a lot of windows to heal. When he feels like it. Yeah. I wonder if the downward attack does the actual damage or if it's just the shockwaves at the end. Alright. Favorite bench? Probably the one in, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you now. Gotta be honest, I don't know. I like the ones in Queen's Garden, because I like Queen's Garden. But, like, looks-wise, they all seem very similar. Now, there is a game that was very much inspired by Hollow Knight that also has, benches as respites. And they have made sure that every single bench is visually distinct from every other bench. Which Hollow Knight doesn't really. But this way I'd probably have to say, since the benches aren't really distinct, I'd have to take one in Queen's Garden. Heal, heal. Oh yeah, I didn't have my shadow ready. I so hate that attack. Oh yeah, the little window, that's nice. Oh yeah, the City of Tears also has some nice benches with windows in them. Or next to them. Oh, maybe the one next to the Sentinel Dreamer. I should probably have only one here. Oh. Life saved. Fuck. Yeah, that is maybe the best option. I try to jump them, but I'm bad at that. The bench in front of the Dreamer and the City of Tears with a little telescope. Well, it's not really a little telescope, it's actually ginormous comparatively to the character. Otherwise, the correct answer is the ones in the Stagways, because there's where the friend Stag Beetle is. Sometimes I wonder how I took damage in this game. But yeah, when it comes to bench design, this game definitely... I hope Silksong takes a... like, little bench design lesson from Ender Lilies and Ender Manolia. Because having distinct benches kind of added to the various respites. If it comes out. Oh, the one in Lake of Un is also good because it's the only bench that's actually just in a house. I mean, they have officially announced it for this year. I mean, it is per definition a house. It has walls and a door and a roof. Okay, per definition it's a building. I don't even know how exactly a house needs to be built to be considered a house. I mean, the holidays I don't really care about because I just take vacation whenever. I don't even have vacation days left for this year. So... And most of those vacation days were just to events with for my board game club. I should try beating him without prayers. Just getting hit by all the dung this time. Yeah, but for most people the winter holidays are relevant because they have, you know, holidays there. I don't. I have to work there. Wonderful. Alright, let's see. Try not to fuck up against the failed champion this time. Well, I dodged into that, I deserve that. But well, they have officially announced it. Whether you believe them or not is another question. Yeah, I know that tactic, but I don't think I need it. So I'd rather keep my soul for the fights where it matters. You don't even need to wait for him to get up to jump because this guy's just so big. So big that he gets it every time. Also, welcome back. Wait, you can Dream Nail him when he's staggered? Oh yeah, Dream Nail gives soul, doesn't it? I completely forgot about that. Tells you how often I used to Dream Nail.
Baal, mine. Sorrow.
I love it when he does the shield spin attack in a corner. You can get so much damage in. Too early. Alright. Honestly, Watcher Knight is the worst version of a gang fight. Like, I feel like FromSoft did a gang fight one. The gang fight correctly, and then everybody tried it and nobody managed to replicate it because nobody gets what you need to do. gonna leave, yeah. I'm gonna leave that corner. What? The Ololobbles? Doesn't actually tell me something. What are Ololobbles? Alright, Insult Tyrant. Honestly, fuck this guy. I'm gonna be honest, some people have recommended me specific charms, and I'm kind of ignoring all of them because I want to keep Longnail and Mark of Pride. I just want a long nail, that's all. Unfortunately, Mark of Pride is kind of expensive. I actually haven't Sharp Shadow equipped. I unequipped it and switched it out for Quick Focus. Though I can understand why, because dodging through things is... You do that kind of a lot. Wait, Shaman Stone's Quick Slash, Unbreakable Strength, and Sharp Shadow. Unbreakable Strength is for more damage, right? I don't even know if I have that. I think I have Fragile Strength. I think I never got it upgraded. I have, I believe, upgraded Fragile Health and Fragile Greed, but not Fragile Strength. Let me make sure. Yeah, no, Fragile Strength is not upgraded. Because I banished the Grim Troop before I could afford the 15,000. I forgot that if I banish the Grim Troop, she's also gone. Oh, he can't? Well, that fucking sucks. But I'd probably have to play the entire game again, and I kinda don't want to do that. Okay, have a heal, have a heal. Of course he falls on me. Shadow Hand. Fuck, I should have jumped. Oh, it works in the Pantheon? Huh. That could be worth it then. But it costs 3, I'm kinda... What would I exchange it for? Maybe the quick focus. Where the fuck did I go? Because I still don't get to heal as much as I'd want in the Hollow Knight fight, the Pure Vessel. I disagree with some of those hitboxes. I did, yes. It took me about 20 minutes until I beat him there. But with the Pantheon in front, it's of course a different challenge. Because sometimes I just already don't get to him. Stupid Medusa heads. Okay, yeah. I don't really want to do that. But I probably... If there was some just straight up bullshit in here, I may actually do that as well. But I don't think there's anything that's just straight bullshit. Like, for example, Mantis Lord here, I feel like is very good, very well balanced. Also, isn't this just Pantheon 4? Alright, White Defender. Oh, Absolute Radiant. Okay, yeah, this is Pantheon 4, I believe. Pantheon 5 is after this then. I just get hit a lot because thanks to Carefree Song, I can just... Or Careless Song? Or Carefree Song? I can. Disagree with that. Okay, should have him soon. He does like that. He does like that attack today. I do kind of like the design of these Goddard tuners back there. Wait, so I can just... Oh. You are in fact not the strongest now. Oh well, actually, considering the size of your club, maybe you are physically the strongest, but... doesn't really tell anything. Alright. So there's a Pantheon after this one still. Okay. Probably gonna go prepare them.
Bell man.
Yeah.
Sorrow.
You know what? I'm just gonna stand aside for a second. And have a little bit of a heal. Well, apparently it wasn't necessary. Strong Husk. Light Fall. I probably should have just... used the Dreamnail a lot more. Can we stop with this stupid rolling? Fuck you. Very sloppy here, not gonna lie. That was number 2, I believe. They're literally so fat I cannot dodge through them. Oh, are you the last one? Oh, okay. No, you aren't. You were. Okay. Alright, Soul Tyrant. Ah, oh well. Take that time to heal. And I forgot to equip the Fragile Strength. I thought I might want to do that bench after the 5th fight, but I kind of forgot. This is the weirdest attack he has. Like, he's a teleporting Superman who can just fire energy bolts and create shockwaves, and sometimes he just runs at you. I'm pretty sure they just added that so he has a phase where he can take damage. Like, easy damage. I don't have many subs, man. Well, to be fair, 60 is actually quite a number. So, I don't know. Play Hollow Knight, I guess. Because most of them subbed after I played Hollow Knight. At least, I feel that way. Well, welcome back. I hope it was a good one. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I just play. Sometimes more subscribed, like Hollow Knight, a lot subscribed when I played... Ah, well, thanks. I tried a lot. A bit. And I'm gonna be... I have said this like multiple times now during playing Hollow Knight, but the game isn't really that hard. Like, there are a lot of people who think, who consider it hard, but I feel like those are people who have not played, like, other games of this genre which are harder. Well, wrong direction. Grim was honestly a fun boss, though. stupid attack. Oh, I could have dodged up. Have another heal. Okay. Yep, it is different. And most of the fun fights aren't those that are different. Oh yeah, I saw this guy in Visions. I think those are all the guys that just sit around in the abyss, like being dead and such. Pantheon of the Night. Thanks. I don't know. I usually quick slash some, not a lot. Basically not at all, kind of. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna be honest, I got the long nail from, I believe, Salubro sells that, and I got the Mark of Pride after beating the Mantis Lords, and I have basically only ever run those two. The other ones I exchanged, but those two were always on it. Where is... Okay, there's a spa. Wait, where's the final door? Oh, is this here? No. It's up. I do have max health, yeah. At least as far as I know. Right, not over here. Oh, there's a hole in the ceiling of the spring. Oh, I didn't notice that. Thanks. This looks very different. Like, decently long. Pantheon of Hallownest. Like, some of them are hidden. For some of them, someone told me where they are, because I wouldn't have found them. Double King Vengefly. But honestly, I just really like having range. I really like having range on my attacks, so I never really switched away from Long Nail and Mark of Pride, which both just increase your range. Can you asshole stop summoning? All bosses in a row. Oh yeah, I can see how they made this one harder. Spikes. Restricting movement against this attack is kind of a bitch move. So this is just a normal False Knight. Which is gonna make the... He's also slower than Failed Champion, I realize. Like, massively slower. I'm braver than all of you. Alright. Yeah, without the dash, he's a lot harder. This is probably the single easiest boss in the game. The Moss Charger like barely qualifies. And then first Hornet. Yeah, the difference in damage between the Old Nail and the Pure Nail makes this combat as well just really easy. Unless I run into the Igarde. It's an upgrade in the City of Tears. Backside of armor with upslash to avoid failed champion from getting up. Great winner. Ah, that's neat. Ah, mischief, yeah, mischief. We cannot escape thee even as high as most distant of pantheons. O wielder of nail, O eater of soul. Are thee a messenger of the gods or something stranger? We will not defy thee. Continue thy combat. We shall be listening closely. O gods of Hallows, show us your might. We shall attune ourselves to thee and descend ever higher. Oh, it's Gorb. Yeah, restricting dodge space against him is also kind of a bitch move. Alright, wonderful. Gorb is kind of funny, but not my favorite ghost. And here's my favorite boss again. Among the warrior spirits, my least favorite is probably Galian, actually. Or Galleon, or whatever you want to call him. Wonderful. Oh, you can dive. Alright, this guy's a boss. I completely forgot about that. And to make him more difficult, they added his stupid ads again. Which weren't there in Pantheon 1. I honestly always kind of forget that this guy's a boss. Well, I jumped into him there. I was actually kind of excited about fighting Tiso, and then they just removed him. Bitch move. Why? Oh yeah, Master Oro and Mato. Alright, Oro down. Nice fight soon. Very nice of him to wait until the other one finished his special attack. I kind of probably need to get rid of one of them. But they look the same, so I don't know which one is which. Okay, that's Oro down, I think. Am I happy I have... Am I happy I have the... I am very happy I have brought the Carefree Melody along. Ah, heal. I'm actually gonna change something though. I really like the range, and I feel like the Carefree Melody is just way too good not to bring along. Oh, well, I do not like the look of this at all. Okay, full suits now. That doesn't actually make a lot of difference though, because I don't think he attacks all that much faster. Well, apparently he does. Alright. Oh, that's version 1. The easy one. And I'm pretty sure they added in that he can summon the lightning from the thunder from above. Alright, Soul Master. Having Soul Master and Failed Champion in the same pantheon as Soul Tyrant, False Knight, and Soul Tyrant in the same as Soul Master and Failed Knight, False Knight, kind of makes them feel even more like filler bosses. That, I'm gonna be honest though, when I first fought Soul Master, this was a very good fake out. But yeah, I feel like Failed Champion and Soul Tyrant are just a lot faster than their non-special counterparts. And I feel like... I don't know if this is just because they are starter bosses, but I do feel like I deal more damage. Oh, yeah, these two. Hate those two, actually. Alright, first one down. Definitely feels stronger, damage-wise. Now, the Mantis Lord here doesn't feel all that harder than in the previous Pantheon. Oh. Sisters of Battle. Okay, yeah, that could be considered a considerable difficulty increase. Okay, number 1. That should lower the difficulty again considerably. You're allowed to do other stuff as well. Well, like, hit me in the face, that's fine. That is actually a really just sensible way to increase their difficulty. Because there's 3 of them. Yeah, wonderful. And yeah, I do definitely... I think you can definitely feel the fragile strength. I don't have really any comparison. Marmu! Marmu is honestly kind of the best ghost. Even though he's not really a warrior ghost. At least he doesn't feel like one. Modded Traitor Lord into that fight. I can see why, but I feel like it really doesn't make sense. Well, Flugmarm about as difficult as always. Broken vessel. Oh, they added ads, because of course they fucking did. Yeah, I know. I know that Traitor Lord was one of the Mantos. He does appear a lot stronger though, which is probably because of the infection, yeah. Galeon, my least favorite warrior ghost. And Shio. Oh yeah, he has projectiles as well, doesn't he? Honestly, the hardest thing about fighting the Nail Masters is having to fight them. I would prefer not fighting them. Yeah, because it's not a duel fight. On his own, I think he's stronger than the other 2, but because the other 2 are a duel fight, they feel harder. Because you basically have to kill the same boss 3 times. Stupid bees. I mean, it is not... Elder Who. Elder Who is kind of funny. But among the warrior ghosts, he's my least favorite fight because I don't like his style of his pattern of his style of pattern there with the attacks from the top where you need to dodge. Also, there is a lot of like historical evidence that warriors did like to do art. Well, not all of them, but like actual warriors did kind of like to do arts, various arts. So it kind of makes sense. The Collector. I'm gonna have to say, while all of these enemies are directly after the other, they feel easier than in the previous Pantheons. As if they have been slightly nerfed, even though they're supposed to be stronger. Well, and you just fucking land on me, huh? Oh yeah, I hate this one. Maybe it's just because I massively underestimated the fragile strength, but they seem to die just really quickly. Good evening, Grum. Also, you never hit him when he bows. Because that's just bad form. Yeah, I know. However, it's also very impolite to do so. And balloon form is one of the harder ones because you can't really hurt them in that, at least not with your nail. He does have something very spider-like about him. Especially when he does this attack and first skitters back. Alright. That was, I think, hitless against Grim, which I'm kind of happy about. Sleeping God, we can barely feel thy presence amongst the green left behind. What strength thee once possessed fades beyond time and tune. Sleeping God, to see thee as thou once existed, with land and dream and devotion, we would give our mind. Wait, what's your knight right now? Like, Grim was Pantheon 3, but Watcher Knight was Pantheon 4, wasn't it? I thought they'd be in order, but apparently not. I think I may have actually massively underestimated the power nail. This asshole. Ooh, moo. Wait, who is not? The Watcher Knights? Weren't they? Oh, was it maybe an upgraded version of the Watcher Knights? Hornet 2. Nope, Nosk. Oh, they removed the... Oh, he's... That's just a straight up new boss fight. That's kinda neat, also that they took somebody else. Instead of the Hollow Knight here, the boy himself. As the... yeah, bait. Okay, I do not have the time to heal in between. But this way he's basically like a Vengefly King. And not really Aladard. Okay. We're doing something else. Can you like jump me so I can hit you? I have Vengefly Knight, a Vengefly King with more, bigger hitbox. Well, I jumped into that. Alright. I still like his design a lot. Get that out of here. Yeah. Slide was difficult. Yeah. I'm still amazed at how big his sword is. To be fair, I have fought most of these bosses before. Yeah, those two were new. Oh yeah, Bow. Now we have Hornet. Hornet 2. I hate that there are two bosses that can parry and I cannot. Yeah. Holy shit, is Fragile Strength that good? Have I massively underestimated Fragile Strength? I never wanted to equip it because I don't want to lose my shit when I die. I have not, no. Which that guy is probably my biggest concern because others have already told me that I can fight him here. But I have no idea how he works. Well, Asshole is back. Worst boss in the game. Holy shit, Carefree's song is also just really good. Oh, wow. I immediately just despise this change. Like, come on, when Medusa heads were bad enough. Alright. Shaman for spells. Alright, how did they make you stronger? Does kind of feel unchanged. I do like that they made a little grave for cloth. Wait, do you hit for 3 masks? No, you just kind of are the same. I love the boy. Dung Defender is the best boy. Okay, thankfully they didn't do the 5 damage stream version. Too early. I think it's Cloth's grave because the club is next to it. Like Cloth's club is next to it that he killed him with. That she killed him with. Hiubaka just hits me every time. Yeah, that would be absolutely, if he was the 5 damage version, that would be ridiculous. Oh, tragedy! This majestic god evades our attunement with such ease. We live only to serve the gods. Those seek them out. Why does she frustrate us? How does she hide from us? Does she diminish herself by choice? Yeah, but honestly, it is what she would want to do. Pale Mother, we barely dare to think. Chance of meeting is too rare, but thine resonance, could you be one of them? So they pray to the radiance that birthed the Seers people, if I understand that correctly. Also take a sip. For the storylines, the only thing I would change... Okay, we're actually just skipping some enemies. Well, fuck. The only storyline I would do different is Zote. Because honestly, fuck Zote. A quick heal. Okay, we skipped the second damage phase. And we just go to the... Like, Quirrell also dies, but... Or leaves? I think he dies. Murkoff. Okay. With this arena, I can see why people would consider him annoying as hell.
Baal, mine.
Don't take my floor away from me. Come on, please. Just have to bounce on him then. Zote. a quick heal and slap him. Alright, that one was close. Oh wait, he's not dead yet? No, he's dead. That one was close. He's just going immediately. Give me some soul, please. Alright. What is still missing? Probably Nightmare King Grim, Pure Vessel. That's probably Nightmare King Grim. I'd wager. Yep. He's a lot quicker. And also he has a fire turret. And he does that. Holy shit, he hurts. And I do not think there is any time to heal. Yeah, no. This correction was my first attempt. It was also the first time I saw Nightmare King Grim. So that kind of wrecked me. Holy shit, I've already been here for 2 hours. But I am very glad I switched to Fragile Strength. Spikes come out after every phase, after every attack of him, I believe. Sure, go ahead and summon your creeps. Alright. He is a lot faster than the original Grim, which I wasn't prepared for. Like, that is a good use of a reused boss. Comparatively to the other. Well, Pure Vessel was also good. The only bad reused boss is honestly like Lost Ken. Spells with Shaman Stone. I really like having range, so I just always have the... So I just always have my Mark of Pride and Long Nail equipped. And I don't really have space to get other totems in with those two. Also, I don't really think of the spells all the time. Well, that was easy. Let me actually... Yeah, I'd have to remove either Carefree Melody for the Shaman Stone, either Carefree Melody or the Mark of Pride, and I kinda don't want to do that. Yes, yes, Massive Moss Charger. This boss is just boring. Oh, yeah, that is actually kind of a good idea. To be fair, there are some enemies that I take damage from. Like the Groose Mother. Mostly due to Arena at this point. And maybe... Actually, I didn't think I took too much damage from Gorb last time. Oh, we're already at 3. Kinda jumped into that one. Alright. Gorb defeated. Oh, he only throws 2 before jumping in himself. And he doesn't do the down slam. I love this guy. Honestly, he just sounds so jovial. Like, he has fun at what he does. It might be crawling through Dong, but at least he knows he has fun while doing it. Honestly, I should just remove the melody in general, because it makes me play more sloppy. Fun fact, I fought this guy in his boss form in the Soul Sanctum after I've beaten him like 4 times in the Colosseum of Fools. So I really cannot see this guy as a boss. He's just getting wrecked. First one. I'm just thinking, Oromato and Sheo are all three brothers, aren't they? Double jump. Nope, I've killed him. It is what he would have wanted. It actually is exactly what he wanted. This guy feels like a prototype of Markov. Also, I'm getting very sloppy here. I originally intended to, if not finish it today, to finish it tomorrow. But today is looking like a no, because I'm not really that much time anymore. Ow. And I feel I'm getting sloppy. Oh, that's also nice, but sometimes you just want to die. Especially if you're like 100. Yeah, the fragile strength, I should have taken that a lot earlier. So yeah, this is going to be my final attempt today, which is actually only my second attempt today. And then tomorrow I'm off to a board game, to play board games with pals. No. I killed him with the sword he forged. Like, that was literally his wish, to be hit by the pure nail, and I fulfilled that wish. Like, if you hit him with a spell after he said, yeah, you're kind of a dick. Get on with it. Alright, now he angry. Alright. I feel like from increasing difficulty, the Mantis Lords is their best success in increasing difficulty in a way that makes sense. Instead of just bad arena. That was a good hit on 2 of them. Okay, now we're back to normal Mantis Lords. Wonderful. Probably this Mantis Lords already was one of my favorite fights, and this kind of just makes it even more one of my favorite fights. Oh, I missed. The fact that Flugmarm is officially after Mantis Lords is a disgrace. Like, this is probably the easiest boss. How did I miss him twice? Oh yeah, he has that attack. I feel like Broken Vessel, I feel like Lostkin doesn't have that attack. On the other hand, I have Great Slash. These nail arts I also never really use. Yeah, Galeon kind of feels like death in Aria of Sorrow. And I already didn't like that version of death, so I also don't really like that Galeon. Great Slash. They're not really mini nail arts, but the nail arts take too long when instead I could just hit them like 3 times. Like the Great Slash deals 2.5 times damage, I believe. And in the same time I can just hit him like 3 times. Which is more than 2.5 times damage. It's in fact 3 times damage.
Vam. Finel.
Alright. So Pantheons 1 and 2 are done. Time to get to... Well, I fucking failed that hard. Alright. Elder Who? With the Shadow Dash, this guy is even easier than before. Oh, the Thanks Jump. In that case, it's even worse, yeah. Hello, Collector. I do like that for most of the bosses you can get a hit in before they do their announcement scream. Or laughter in her case. I literally just walked into her. Still not entirely sure if that's a her or a him. Yeah, the nail arts are a bit weak. I'll just go and play the floor as lava, I guess. Normal Grim. I just stood him up. I know that it's possible to get damage in that phase with the uppercut, but I kind of really have an issue doing it. Well. Carefree Melody, just the goat. They have a weird hitbox. Those things. Balloon again. Wonderful. Oh, this hit me. I assume if you beat Nightmare King Grim, you get an upgraded version of the, like, Grimkin? Like the little summon that follows you? Okay. What is actually if I go to the left here? I can't, okay. Alright, watch your night. Like, if I didn't have the fragile strength, if that increased the damage of the nail art as well, there are some use cases where I can imagine using it. But if it doesn't increase the strength of... If it doesn't increase in strength due to the fragile strength, then it's just... Hitting people more is just straight up better. I have killed 2, I have killed 3. Four. Which I believe this means this is the last one. Yeah, like comparatively, Carefree Melody is just kind of broken, if you're lucky. Umu. Kind of hate that attack. So how did that not hit me? How did I not hit him? I should not have taken this much damage at Umu, at the stupid jellyfish. I preferred when Quirrell helped. He really just has a lot bigger hitbox than the Vengefly King. Fuck. That attack is kind of annoying. Holy shit. I cannot stop getting hit by that. Of course it's streamer luck. It's always streamer luck. Streamers aren't good. Should have dodged to the left. Alright. I do like Nost's fight. I kind of prefer his design on the I prefer his design on the like when he's on the floor, not flying. Ah, shit. Carefree Melody just absolutely carrying me. You can interrupt his charging by getting close to him? That's kind of funny. Alright, phase 2. Fuck, I keep running back into it. I like the design when he's like this weird spider on the floor more than his winged version. But on the winged version, I like that he actually uses Hornet's Head instead of your own. At least one of us is fun, I guess. Can you stop parrying? I want to do that too. Thankfully they all don't really have all that much health. I'm gonna be honest. Understandable. I do not mind Markov's fight in Kingdom's Edge and in Pantheon 4. He is, as I have stated repeatedly, the smartest warrior in Hallownest because he actually uses a shield. But the arena in his Pantheon 5 fight is absolute horseshit. So I allow criticism of that. Holy shit, how I hate this guy. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't mind it. Like, I've seen worse. Like this stupid Medusa head shit. I don't like that they basically try to make the fights harder, and then for most of them is, look, the arena's garbage now. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Okay, I'm gonna have to be honest though, for Rushed, it's okay. Like, I have seen worse games. I said this when I'm watching the credits after beating Hollow Knight for the first time. I mean the boss. The game is extremely competent in most things it does. That's about it. It's... I think for most people, Hollow Knight was their first Metroidvania-style game. In which case, they probably have very good memories of it. But as someone who has played like 7 other Metroidvanias beforehand, it is competent. It isn't really outstanding. But yeah, you can kind of... This Pantheon, I feel like... They didn't really need to change most bosses, and those that they did change, most of them is just the arena is now garbage, the boss fight otherwise is just the same. Like, Nosk and Mantis Lords are great increases in difficulty, or like, change in mechanics, but the others not so much. Yeah, for most it's probably the first game, because this was very popular on release, I remember. But again, it's overshadowed basically everything by other games I've already played before. And that's a problem. Because if I had played this first and then the other games afterwards, I would have probably rated it a lot higher. I do like the designs here a lot though. Didn't get a hit in. Well, too early. Well, I hope I'll try to make it to Nightmare King, and then I'll see how far I get. I don't even remember how many bosses are between now and Nightmare King. Well, I should have jumped higher. Yeah, but I don't really know what I am on currently. Like how many bosses are between this one and Nightmare King. And I assume the penultimate, so the second to last, is probably Pure Vessel and then the Absolute Radiance, isn't it? Right, Markov is still coming in. Right, so at least Markov still. Markov and failed champion. Okay, yeah, I'll allow people to be mad about Pantheon 5 Markov. Okay, got kind of wrecked there. Right, I need to be very careful now. Wait for his next shield expansion. And then have a heal. Okay.
Sorrow.
Thankfully he doesn't have that much damage. Yeah. If this guy dealt 2 damage, I would be... Oh, I forgot about Zote, who thankfully also only deals 1 damage. Except for the explodey ones. Have a quick heal. That hit me. Okay, once more. Stupid fucking head. Hello. You don't need to chat if you don't feel comfortable with it. Just listening is honestly enough. Okay. Dreamnail him, have a heal. Dreamnail again. They have primal asphyx? In that case, I kind of didn't see them. Or they just died before I saw them. Have a quick heal. Dream nail. Kill. Yeah, if you let them live, then that honestly would be a problem, but I kind of just kill them the second they spawn. Alright, Nightmare King Grim. Let's try that guy again. Immediately get hit twice. Okay, that phase is kind of funny to hit him with. I fucking ran into that. That was stupid. Oh, what's this? Ah, bench. Oh, this is a shortcut. No, yeah. Well, not technically shortcut, but you know. Alright, as mentioned, that's about it for today, because that took about 40 minutes and I don't have that much time left. As such, thank you for watching, thank you for chatting, thanks for checking in, I hope you have a nice evening, or however much day is remaining. Apparently a lot of people are like 6 to 7 hours after me, and I hope you have a good night later on. Goodbye.